Hello everybody.
Hello mate.
Welcome back to another episode of Bareham Engines. I can't hear myself talk.
No, it's very loud.
I've got a blocked ear.
Yeah. Ill man.
I've got an absolute stinking cold. And I just want to be lying on my sofa. But instead, I'm doing more on the Cosy. So, what I'm doing here, mate, is the long, laborious job of doing the valve clearances on the Escort Cosworth engine.
Doing valve clearances on a lathe, is it?
Well, yes.
Strange method.
At the moment, I am, and the reason for that is because we're going from hydraulic lifters to solid lifters.
Right.
So,
a little bit of machining involved.
Yeah, so fortunately you don't have to do any machining on the cylinder head. But I've showed in a previous video, if no one's seen that, these are the little shims.
Right, so they sit under the bucket. They
sit underneath the bucket, or on the bucket this end, and then the valve stem goes underneath there. So, this is my last one actually. So Steve's watching, who owns the engine. This is where your time goes, Steve. So we've turned this because we've got way too much, not clearance, but not enough clearance. And I've worked it out, mate, that we've got about, these are about 1.6, well they are 1.6 mil long. So this is the bucket.
1.6 mil too big, is it?
Too big, yeah.
That's
so this is the bucket.
Yep.
So you've got the pip on the inside.
Yep, which that sits over.
And I suspect the reason they do a shim and they don't just do the pip longer, is so that you can remove material off the shims and make them as long as they need to be.
Yeah.
So it all depends. They come long to start with because it all depends how much the valves and seats have been cut on the head, obviously.
Yeah.
What cams you're using and the base circle of the cams. So what we do is we fit these onto the bucket rather. The reason we don't put them on the valve stem, you can do, but if you put them on the valve stem, they could bottom out on the collets, depending on. Because obviously,
oh yeah, I see. Yeah, if you've not got enough
on the back here, you can see on the Cosies they're very thin up the top there, and you'll probably find that they will encroach in the bucket. So on the collets. So they're a nice tap fit on there, which is ideal. I've removed 1.6 mil on there, and if my calculations are correct, which they have been on all the other 15, then buckets just go in there. It's a direct replacement. The feed, you see the oil feed hole that feeds the original bucket.
Yep.
All that will act as is a lubrication for the bucket, so it's ideal, bucket, really.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose any oil pressure.
Proper.
So if we just place that camshaft in there, and then use a valve. Do excuse my cold. It's hard to think straight when you've got a cold, isn't it?
It is.
So if we put that valve in there now. Just get that magnet. Got a bit of clearance there, mate. That's
good news.
On my feel is about 6 thou, which is ideal because I'm pretty sure that these clearances are 8 and 10 thou.
Right, so you're nearly there.
So obviously to close the clearance up, a short way of doing it is you can remove some more off the face of the valve. You could cut some off the seat. We don't want to really take any more off the seat. We've got plenty of meat on here. So if I've got all these shims within 2 or 3 thou.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'd take 2 or 3 thou off the face there to close it up, or if it's too little, we can remove 2 or 3 thou off the face of there. We don't want to remove too much off there or there, but 2 or 3 thou.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, minor adjustments you can make there.
Minor adjustments, mate. So I've basically got the clearances roughed out now. On the inlet and exhaust, it was 1.6 mil off all the shims throughout. So that indicates that the chances are these seats have only ever had one cut.
Which is good news, really.
Yeah, it's good news. So This one is all torqued down. You can see it turns absolutely lovely. So that's another thing to check on a new cam, that it's not too tight in the housing or too loose. But these Newman cams, we never have problems with them.
They're always good.
Good as gold. So the next step is, mate, I'm going to have to go through these again, get all the clearances. We do them with the springs off. So now the shims and the buckets are all in place, the cam's in place. I could just remove it off either end of the valve, just holding the valve shut with my fingers. Another advantage of holding it shut with your fingers is you can feel how tight the feeler gauge is that you're putting in.
Yeah, you can sort of feel if it starts to try and push the valve open. Which
Exactly.
If the spring was on, it don't happen so much, but it can still try and open the valve.
It can, yeah. It can sometimes push the valve sort of one way or the other, and then you find you do them, and then you take the cam out, put them back in, and it's all a bit. If you turned it over, it's all closes up or opens up. So we find this way is a bit more accurate, really.
When I'm doing it, I find if I put a light underneath the head and then look down the port as well whilst I'm doing it, I can see if any light shines around the valve seat.
That's right. You normally find if it's pretty close but there's no clearance at all, when you put the valve in, you can you spin it with your fingers, can't you? You can feel it being held off the seat. But when it's on the seat, you get that resistance from the seat and it doesn't want to turn. So that's when you know that it is closed, but you might not have any clearance.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there we go, mate. I've spent
a little while doing that.
A little while doing that.
Takes time, doesn't it?
It does. To get these heads prepped is quite a long time, to be honest. We've got to, first of all, we blast it, and we strip it out, take out all the oil gallery plugs, clean it out thoroughly, obviously do the valves, the seats. This one has been ported. It's been opened out to 26.5 and 25.5, so it's a proper ported head.
Yeah.
This is good for big power, this thing.
Nice.
Now with the solid lifter conversion, block's all looking lovely. So Monday, I'm going to get that finished, get the head on, and we can start putting the ancillaries on, time it up.
Lovely.
Lovely. We've got those
Proper
beautiful quaife pulleys there with the peg type. They're so simple to set up, them things.
They look nice as well, those.
They look trick as hell, don't they?
Yeah. Simple.
Simple, yeah. So that's me for today. It is 5 to 5, isn't it? So we're going to be going home shortly.
Yeah.
We've left it late again. Sorry about that. And you have been cracking on with the in between doing crap stud removing jobs, mate.
Helicoils and stuff. I've been cracking on with this. So I've got it all cleaned and painted up. Wet belt transit.
Nice. Bores are cleaned up nice, I see.
Yeah, they cleaned up nice. Took about half a thou out of those. Yeah. So that was all right.
We've got all our new bits.
Yeah, I got all the bits. They turned up yesterday.
All your bits in the bottom there, and your gasket set.
Yeah.
New cam assembly.
Oh yeah, the new cam assembly.
This comes complete.
It does look quite nice.
For the bargain price of about £600.
Not good. But ridiculous. So I've got the crank in and torqued up and plaster gauged. Got 2.5 thou of clearance, which is about right. And then I've just put one piston down the oil, and I'm going to measure, probably Monday now, but I'm going to measure the protrusion. But I've actually managed to find Ford zone specifications for the protrusion. So,
really? What, the tolerance?
Yeah.
What do they give you?
I can't remember, but I've got a screenshot on my phone.
Okay.
So,
very good.
I'll be able to compare.
It's all right, isn't it?
But we only took about 3 or 4 thou off this block face, so shouldn't need much.
No, not really. Well, that's good then, mate, isn't it? Quick turnaround on this one, because I think we've got the 1600 coming in soon.
Yeah.
Another little Transit Connect, but what engine that is? Is that a Renault?
Yeah, it's an 8 valve.
Yeah, a little 8 valve jobby. So yeah, Transits be nice if this one went smoothly, because at least we know we can get away with building these then.
Yeah.
I don't see why it shouldn't.
Got to do the head still, which I'll do that.
Got to do the head.
Tomorrow, probably.
On the pallet there,
Monday.
Another load of cosy bits turned up.
Yeah, some cosy stuff.
I think that I've got a feeling that may be long stud job and what have you.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh, I stripped this one as well yesterday.
Oh, this is the Z-Tech.
Yeah, no disasters here. It's all
This one is a pretty new engine though, isn't it? It was a crate
he said
motor.
He'd done 6,000 miles.
Yeah, so
bought it new as a crate engine.
the bores are mint.
Yeah, bores are all good.
Just got to put
Pistons
some bits in, do some balancing.
Yeah, but he brought it in originally because he's dropped a washer in there and, and it chewed up the head a little bit.
Oh, great.
So not too bad. So it should face out with a little skim.
Yeah.
So it's basically just a light refresh on that one.
Nice. So yeah, jobs like this Cosworth here, mate, where you've got not so straightforward work.
No.
You've got things like these solid lifters, something slightly different. Even I mean, I know I do them all the time, but things like modding the crowns of the pistons, it takes a lot of time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
You know, head porting, all that sort of work. We get all the time, don't we? People asking. I get it through email and people ringing up. How much for a quick port and polish? I mean, there ain't no such thing, is there?
No, there's not.
And with all due respect, it's usually the people with not a lot of money.
And it's not the cheapest thing to have done.
No.
Probably one of the most expensive things to have done.
Well, it is, because it's very time consuming, isn't it?
A lot of time, a lot of mess.
It can take about an hour a port, so that'll give you some idea of cost. The ones that crap me up are the ones that, how much to port and polish me head, how much to do this, how much to forge me bottom end, ringing up because they've, or coming in because they've got a job to be picked up for about 100 quid, asking you how much to port and polish and do this, that, the other, and then and then you give them the bill for 100 quid and they ain't got it, and you think, can I pay you Monday? And you think, I mean, you just ain't got it in the bank, have you? So don't even dream about your port and polishing.
Yeah.
They're the best ones, bless them, aren't they?
Maybe one day they'll get there.
I know. It's a shame. But yeah, all this modding, and it does take quite a lot of time, really.
I think it's all, over the years, got a bit more expensive, isn't it? Because it's...
Well, hourly rates have gone up a lot.
Hourly rates gone up.
You need to be paid for your time.
It's a much more of a niche now, isn't it? This industry. So
it is really
finding someone to do it, finding someone who's got time to do it,
and finding someone that can do it half properly. Not easy now, is it?
No.
Honda. I've had to order some big end shells for that. Some competition big end shells. Got all the bits. Got the mains. Had a set of big ends, but for some reason we're 2 shells short. So not quite sure where they've gone. But the customer supplied those, so I've had to order a set of shells. They'll be here Monday. Yeah. We can get the Honda on its way then, mate.
You've shown them the I-beams.
Yeah, lovely I-beams. Nice set of pistons.
Yeah.
It's another engine that I would quite like these. Isn't it?
Good motor.
Good motor. So, the beginning of the week, I want to get that Honda out the way, get all those bits off there, start stripping the RS500.
Oh, yeah.
And then once this one's done here, mate, I suppose you could start cracking on with the old Lotus.
Yeah, I've started cleaning some bits up for that.
Yeah.
A little bit of blasting.
It's never ending, isn't it?
Yeah.
John's finished the Perkins.
Oh, nice.
So that one will be gone, or going. Got the other Perkins to do. Sounds like a John job.
Yay. Oh, yeah.
Yay. But it's just gone 5 o'clock. My enthusiasm's gone. I don't feel great. So I'm going to go home and lie on the sofa. Thank God it's the weekend.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, everybody. See you on Monday.